Base rate, I think I was getting 16 bucks, which is actually pretty good. And then all the weekend rates and stuff, like on a Sunday, I was getting $22, I think, an hour, which is really good compared to some of my friends, which is, yeah.
So I only got paid like $9 an hour, and that was like way under. And then I remember my mum had a conversation with the boss, and then I got put as casual, and now I get paid, I think, $12.85 or something like that. So it wasn't too bad. It was way better than what I was getting before.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I get paid a little less.
Yeah. Do you think that's it's reasonable for young people to be paid less? Or there's a reason why young people should be paid less?
I mean, I think it was reasonable at the start when all I was doing was serving ice creams, but now that I've got the same skills and qualifications as some of the adults that I'm working with, I think I should be paid a bit more equally as them.
Did you know 64% of Australians have a job, myself included? That's lots of different people doing lots of different things for lots of different reasons, and each job comes with a paycheck. Now, it's no secret that people earn different amounts of money, but whatever job you do, you'll almost be guaranteed to receive at the very least a minimum wage. Oh, as long as you're 21 or over. If you're a young guy, it might be different. It's probably less.
So we have the national minimum wage in Australia, and that national minimum wage applies across people who are above the age of 21. But employers have an option under the law to discount that wage for young people. That means anyone under the age of 20 can be paid less than those people above it, purely for the fact that they are under the age of 20.
This is Joseph Mitchell. He is the Assistant Secretary at the Australian Council of Trade Unions, or ACTU.
We fight for working people. We try to make sure that wages keep up with the cost of living, workers get a better deal, and they come home from work safe and secure, and then they can retire well.
Recently, ACTU called on the government to get rid of youth wages.
So many young people are working just as hard as everyone else in the workplace, but getting paid sometimes half, sometimes 60, sometimes 70% of what a full adult does.
Employees paid junior rates make up less than 4% of all employees in Australia, but they're highly represented in industries like retail and hospitality that have historically paid their younger employees less. For example, at Woolworths you have to be 20 to receive the base or adult rate. It's the same at Coles, and at Bunnings you have to be 18.
You're doing the same sort of things that they're doing, like it's all the same experience. And like if you get the job done the same, then it should be the same pay.
The ACTU want to ensure that people under the age of 21 can earn at the very least the minimum wage. Joseph says the ACTU also wants to get rid of junior traineeships and apprenticeships that allow businesses to hire younger employees under junior training programs.
So what we've seen is some of the dodgiest employers around will employ people on a trainee wage, which is a discount on the minimum wage. If you're a young person on a trainee wage, you're a discount on a discount.
It really puts a price on 18-year-olds, which is very unfortunate. 18-year-olds are recognised legally as adults in many aspects. You can join the army, you're probably on your P's or P2s, you're allowed to vote, you're allowed to drink, but you're not recognised as an adult in your pay, which I think is completely wrong, unjust and unfair. My name is Gabby, I'm 19 and I work in a supermarket. I earn roughly about $25 at a normal rate.
While Gabby's wage is slightly higher than the minimum wage, it's still significantly less than that of her older co-workers.
The difference between an 18-year-old's paycheck and a 21-year-old is roughly $10, which adds up. It adds up a lot and it adds up quick. Both 21-year-olds and 18-year-olds have financial responsibilities. Now at the age of 19, I'm looking more into my future. Let that be how I retire or, how I live. With cost of living, housing crisis, inflation going up, there's obviously a lot of problems that young people face.
If I want to go out with friends or something, it's definitely really expensive.
I actually got a job so I could afford things I wanted, so it wasn't coming straight from my mum.
So, why the big difference in pay? The Australian Retailers Association, who advocate for and support retailers across Australia, told us that junior rates are used to incentivise employment of young people who are less skilled, giving them an entry point for their careers. and that without youth rates, young people may otherwise struggle to compete against older, more experienced applicants. We also know there are studies linking junior pay rates to higher rates of youth employment, but for many teens, just getting a job is still their biggest concern. And that's why students at this school are developing some key skills early.
What is this class? What's happening here?
This class is called Cafe Culture. It's basically where we learn to make coffees, like learn people skills, business skills. We get to like go around and test different cafes, and then we get to make our own cafe and sell products at the school.
It makes me feel more like confident with everything, like being able to like handle like food and everything like that.
And so I'm right to try this?
Yeah.
What type of milk is it?
It's full cream.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's pretty good. I haven't drank full cream milk in a while, but I can't complain. I didn't spit it out.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he's going back for seconds.
And so is the idea that this class is able to then set students up to be able to go and get a job at a cafe?
Yeah, I think it is. Well, me personally, I got a job at a cafe from this class directly, so that's pretty good.
What would eliminating the youth wages and these junior apprenticeship programs, how would that benefit young people?
I think that would inspire young people to actually work more, because people would like to get that higher pay and it'd feel like more like hard-earned money. I just think it would be a lot better and a lot more encouraging for everyone to actually get into the workforce.
My generation is often constantly conflicted between you don't know enough, you'll be fine, you don't need to worry, but why aren't you doing enough? We might be young, but we are skilled, and therefore we deserve fair pay. Absolutely.